Yo, what is up guys, Gray here, and today we're back for our UPBA week 1 battle. We're going up against D, my good friend and one of the scariest battlers in the league, and his St. Louis Bulus. And first off, as you can tell, I'm in the darkness. I've actually moved back into my office, and as I was moving my desk back in, I managed to smash my light. So I have actually no light in this place whatsoever, and my first recording, excuse me, first recording, I did it just before I went to work, and it was day, it was absolutely fine, but I really didn't like how the recording came out, so yeah, I'm here doing it again, but this time I'm in like pitch black. You've just got the computer monitors to illuminate me, but yeah, let's get into the battle. As you can see by the 6 that I brought, firstly I did a team builder earlier, but again, I didn't like how it came out, so I didn't really have the time to record again another team builder that was like 15 minutes long, and to be fair, I didn't feel like this is my best prep. I felt like it was a little bit underwhelming, but certainly looking at this matchup, DeeTrain would have been great, and I didn't bring DeeTrain, so there's always that. First up we got Crobat, and I believe this was a infiltrated Crobat with Brave Bird, U-Turn, Cross Poison, and Heat Wave, Choice Scarf, Adamant. And this was my main thing to kind of deal with all his setup, because he didn't bring the Komodo, which was craziness to me. I was 100% expecting Komodo to turn up, and it didn't turn up, so I did prep a lot for it. At the same time, I didn't really have a lot for it, so as much as I had prepped for it, like I really only had maybe Rotom and Crobat to really deal with it. Clef could, if it wasn't running Poison Jab for whatever reason, and if it wasn't Life Orb. But I think that Poison Jab from Clef kind of Poison Jab to a Clef did around half, and if he had Life Orb, it was a guaranteed to a KO. So yeah, basically this is my main check to Komodo and also to a Volcarona, both things that can set up +1, and both are absolutely terrifying, can suit my entire team. So moving on, we got Rotom Mo, and I don't know why I brought this thing. I honestly don't know. I think I took out DeeTrain at the last minute and put a Rotom in, and I struggle to even think what this set is. I want to say it was Leaf Storm, Volt Switch, Defog, and Reflect. Maybe Will-O-Wisp. I honestly don't remember. I don't remember what this Rotom set was at all, because it was not good in the matchup, and I don't know why I brought it, but it's there. Its speed tier isn't even high enough to outspeed Skuntank. Complete oversight in prep for me was that I didn't even acknowledge Skuntank's existence, and the fact that it's so good against my two first picks in Clefable and Mega Latias, I don't know why I didn't think it would turn up, but it is what it is. Next up we got Clefable, and this set is Unaware with Moonblast, Hidden Power Rocks, Stealth Rock, and Soft Boil. Moonlight even, not Soft Boil, because it's Unaware. This set was really here just to deal with a non-Fire EMZ Volcarona, and if it was Fire EMZ, then if it was Flamethrower, I was fine. If it was Fire Blast, then it did a bit more, and I wasn't going to be able to Moonlight enough health back that Fire Blast could potentially not kill me. Like, I would constantly be in a losing battle in which I'd probably have to go for Hidden Power Rock at some point. Next up we had Seismitoad, and the Seismitoad set went from like a Rain Dance offensive set to an Assault Vest set, back and forth like 4 or 5 times, and in the end I settled on the Assault Vest set with Surf, Earthquake, Poison Jab, and Knockoff. Earthquake will free hit KO a offensive Tapu Fini, and that is what this thing is mainly here for. It's mainly here for Fini, and Poison Jab, I think if it has like max HP, no defense, then Poison Jab will free hit KO the Tapu Fini. Knockoff is there mainly just as a utility move, and Surf over Scald because of the fairy terrain, the misty terrain even, not fairy terrain. Yeah, because of the mystery terrain, I didn't feel like Scald was worth it, but actually in the battle, as we're going to see, it definitely would have been a nice bring in the end, because Misty Terrain isn't really all that much, so Yeah, it is what it is. Lycanroc Dusk is Life Orb with Cell Rock, Stone Edge, Zen Headbutt, and Swords Dance. I did want Fire Fang on this thing, but fuck knows how you gen that, because I'm fairly sure it's an egg move, and as far as I'm aware, you can't breed an Odin Tempo Rockruff, so I don't know how to get Fire Fang on this. So I just went with Swords Dance instead. Zen Headbutt, Stone Edge kind of gave me enough coverage that it could kind of beat most things. The only thing it couldn't really touch was a Silvally Steel, which, as you can see, he did bring Silvally, and unfortunately it was a Steel type, so spoilers, but it's Silvally Steel on his team. And last up we've got our Mega Latias. It's just like a mixed bulk set with a decent amount of speed, but again, not enough speed to outspeed Skuntank, so kind of irrelevant speed here. Running Thunderbolt, Psychic, Calm Mind, and Roost. If we can get rid of Skuntank and we can get rid of the Tapu Fini, then Mega Latias actually can just kind of beat his entire team. Like, there's very few things on his team that can actually take it down in one hit. I don't think even Skuntank can take it down in one hit. It takes 2 or 3. So yeah, Mega Latias is extremely bulky. It doubles up as a physical check to his Kartana as well, and yeah, looking at his team, I was definitely expecting Komodo, like I said. I didn't expect a Silvally, but I guess it does make sense in hindsight for him to bring Silvally, but Komodo just seems like a much better one to bring. The other 5, other than Skuntank, I was like 100% he's bringing them. The 6th move slot, 6th Pokemon slot, was either going to be Skuntank or something else on his team. I think it was Mega Manectric. I thought it was going to be Mega Manectric with Hidden Battle Grass, because otherwise Seismitoad just kind of checked it. So Seismitoad actually doubled up as a Mega Manectric check. But as you can see, he doesn't bring Mega Manectric. He doesn't bring Komodo, which was a huge shock to me. And I'm really hoping that this volume isn't too loud. I don't know if... Have I even got the volume on? I don't have the volume on. I don't know if Joe... Okay, it doesn't sound like Joe's actually put any volume in this, so... yeah, I'm going to lead off with my Crobat. It seemed like a fairly safe lead against anything he brought. And I'm going to pause right away. So, I was looking at this Silvally, and I don't know if it's my DS's contrast or whatever it is, but that looks blue to me, like a light blue, and I thought it was Silvally flying. I don't know what the Silvally flying would even be for. It's just bad against my team. I thought, okay, maybe it's ice. I'm not sure. It could be water, and I really couldn't tell. So I went for a U-turn, and judging off of like whether it's effective or not, kind of took away the ice and water typing possibilities. I thought at this point it was flying for whatever reason, and because it's flying, I thought I'd go into my Rotom Mow, and even if it's still, like, I guess that's not a bad switch in. But I think I was just not really with it when I did this battle. I think I just come home from work and I hadn't really had that much time to relax. And I don't want to really make excuses for how badly I played this, but things like not noticing the Silvally's typing is certainly kind of inexcusable. But yeah, I'm going to switch out my my Rotom. I don't want to take a U-turn, and I go out to my Crobat, which is nearly always a safe switch in. If he had gone for Stone Edge there, that'd be a problem. But he goes back out into his Silvally, and at this point I really should have noticed that Heat Wave was super effective and that it was Steel type, but still I didn't notice, and of course I go out then into my Clefable, because why wouldn't you go out on into a Clefable on a Silvally? I guess I did kind of predict the parting shot. I had a feeling that was going to be his move. But at the same time, I still thought it was Silvally flying. So I really can't speak about good plays when I'm there thinking that it's a different type entirely. And talking about plays, as you can see, I'm going to stay in. For whatever reason, I thought he wasn't going to go for the poison type move, as I just go for Stealth Rocks. And this entire chain of plays makes no sense. Like, I'm watching this back and I don't know what I'm doing. Like, what kind of man stays in at this point as Stealth Rocks? Honestly, I don't even know. I can set up my Stealth Rocks and take so much damage that this Clefable is kind of just pointless. Like, it can't actually heal up on anything on its team. Nothing is slower than Clefable. So at this point, Clefable is pretty much just death fodder, and he's going to go for the defog. So I took 3/4 of the health on Clefable for literally no benefit at all. I didn't get rocks up to do any damage to anything. It's, yeah, I mean, that happened. And here I'm definitely expecting the crunch. So I go U-turn out and go into my Rotom, which I think did have a bit of defense investment. And as we're going to see, it doesn't really matter. This crunch just still does a good chunk. Like, that's so much damage. Definitely underestimated how much damage Skuntank can do. He gets defense drop, and I go for the Volt Switch here, and I'm slower. So I absolutely did not speed creep my Rotom for a max speed Skuntank, or even whatever this Skuntank is running. I didn't speed creep for that at all. But I can go out to my Seismitoad. It's kind of like my one good check to Skuntank. I don't know why I did double into it instead of going for the Volt Switch, but I thought I was going to outspeed. For some reason I didn't even think that, hey, you know what, I've not got enough investment. And man, that Misty Train is really lighting me up. That Misty Train, Jesus Christ, that's so bright. I need to brighten this down if I'm going to do this video again. Like, yeah, I hope you're enjoying me like being all ghostly here, but I'm just going to go for the Earthquakes, and judging off that damage, I don't think he's fully HP invested. I think he probably got a bit of speed investment, and these Earthquakes are doing a good chunk of damage. But after the leftovers, I'm not really sure. Like, it looks like it's a roll to be able to take him out. So if he wants to switch out here, he's already set up. Then he can, but he's just going to go for the Moonblast, and we're going to see this does absolutely no damage whatsoever. Like, Assault Vest Toad, I put so much special bulk into this as well. Yeah, it just worked out really nicely, and a Poison Jab does take down Tapu Fini. So one set that actually did something was one set that I changed back to at the last minute. So he's going to go out into his Silvally, and this just kind of screams Grass Pledge. Why else would he go into this? It's clearly going to outspeed me in Grass Pledge. It's going to do a good amount of damage, but then again, I think in hindsight, what else did I have that Seismitoad for? It kind of did its job. If I took a Grass Pledge, it would have lived one, 100%. Would have lived one from that range. And getting an Earthquake off on this would have been really nice, but I think still at this point, I think I still thought it was Flying type. I think I still thought it was Flying type. And then I see the Flash Cannon, and I'm like, oh shit, no, actually, it must be Steel type. And like, oh, it's just so bad. I played this battle so badly, and finally that Misty Train is going to go, and I'm not looking like I'm dead. I go back out into my Crobat, and this time I'm just going to go for the Heat Wave. I thought I might as well just do a bit of damage, and as you can see, that's doing like nothing at all. Heat Wave is 100% there for Kartana, it's not there for Silvally, so yeah, unfortunately we're still going to be trying to just chip away at the Silvally, and he's still at a good amount of health that I can't really do any damage with anything on my team. So then he goes out into his Landorus, and I think I saw from the U-turn damage earlier that this is a Choice Banded set, because I do ×4 resist U-turn, and it did a decent chunk to me. And unfortunately he's going to set up the Stealth Rocks. I think he knew that I was Choice Scarfed at that point, or at least Choice Locked, because the amount of times that I clicked U-turn. And yeah, good prediction on his part, as I just go for the Surf. And this is where Scald would have really come in handy, because had I had the Scald and got the burn, it would have meant that his Kartana was kind of useless, and he didn't have it for later in the game. That Surf is going to do a good amount of damage. Like, I'm not mad at the amount of damage that did. Granted, Kartana has literally no special defense, but yeah, at this point I'm kind of on the back foot and feel like I really need to make some plays. He's just going to play it safe. He's going to go for a Leaf Blade, and that does absolutely nothing to me. That shows me that he's not Choice Banded, at least. Granted, like, double band would have made no sense at all, but yeah, at this point, for whatever reason, I think I expect him to go for like a knockoff or an X Scissor, and I'm going to go ahead and Roost on whatever move he wants to go for. And I really should have seen that the Skuntank was going to come in, and had I gone for a Thunderbolt or for a Thunderbolt there, then I'd be in a really good place, because this Skuntank would have just died to the first hit, and this Crunch is actually going to do a decent amount of damage, but it's not a 2-hit KO, so I'm not sure at this point. Like, the first turn I thought he was going to he's going to pursuit trap me. And so that's why I stayed in. And second turn I was like, well, if you went for crunch the first time, there's no reason now that I'm at this amount of health, he wouldn't go for a pursuit on the second one, because that will take me out. Like 100% pursuit from this range will take me out. And so I'm just going to try and call his bluff and stay in. Unfortunately for me, he is actually Dark MZ and is just going to completely destroy me. Man, this Skuntank just caused me so many issues. Why I didn't predict Skuntank to turn up, I don't know. Because it just destroyed my defensive core. It literally just beat my entire wall core in 3 moves. Latias goes down, so we're in a really tough position now, and I'm going to go out to Niles Walkley, my Lycanroc Dusk, and I'm just going to go for Stone Edge again. At this point I've got to play aggressively, and if he wants to go out into his Landorus, then Stone Edge is going to be doing over half to him, or at least half. Depending, because he's Choice Band, I don't think he's got any HP investment or defense investment, and here I'm kind of stuck in a 50-50. If he stays in and goes for the Stone Edge, then I do actually live one, and Stone Edge from myself has a good chance to hit KO, I think. Even after the Intimidate drop, I think it does a good 40%. And I really need damage on this Landorus so I can lock myself into Brave Bird later in the game. I need to get damage on this, I need to get damage on the Silvally, and then maybe Crobat can pull this back late game, but I'm going to still need this down to 40%-ish, and unfortunately, as you're going to see, so I kind of unpaused it without actually saying my play. Stone Edge would have done about 40%. If I got a crit, then obviously that'd be fantastic. It probably would actually just O-code, but actually I don't think it would O-code. It would have done a good chunk, but he'd be gone for Stone Edge. That doesn't kill me, but because he's banded, it may well kill me actually. In hindsight, that may kill me. And if you're us to go into Crobat, that's just game. I can't win if Crobat goes down. So I felt like here my best play was to just go for damage and hopes that he went for a U-turn or he went for Stone Edge, and I lived. Unfortunately, as you just saw, he goes for the Earthquake and I missed my Stone Edge, so that damage that I desperately needed I'm not going to get. And unfortunately with missing that move, that's pretty much game. It was never looking good, it was looking bad from turn 3, so it's no surprise that I'm going to lose this one. So he goes back out into his Katana again. If I got Skull Burn, but I'm running Surf, so so many what ifs, so many things in hindsight that if I was just playing better, I could have got a better result. But it is what it is. This is Mons. There's some games you play well, some you don't. And again, there's a 50-50. If I used to switch out into my Crobat, then there's a good chance I can actually do enough damage, and I might be able to keep my Seismitoad around. And I kind of expected him to expect me to switch out and go for the Smart Strike, but I don't know. In hindsight, that kind of made no sense. I thought if I stayed in and gone for the Surf and killed off his Kartana, that was in a really good position. But really, I should have just gone out to my Crobat. There was kind of no drawbacks to that other than taking a good chunk from a Smart Strike. But he's going out into his Landorus, and as you're going to see actually from this damage, there was a good chance that if I hit that Stone Edge earlier, I would be able to 2-hit KO, and that would have actually meant that maybe Crobat could have swept up. It depended really, because Stealth Rock damage and recoil would have meant I was taking a lot of damage, but I don't know. It's a what if, I think, on this one. But it is kind of Crobat against the world at this point, and unfortunately I just don't have enough health and I don't have the breaking power to be able to break through this Silvally still, and Landorus and Kartana. At this point I have weakened stuff to a point where other things, if it was not for the Silvally still, I actually would have been able to win. But because the Silvally is still there, maybe in hindsight going for the Earthquake when he went for Grass Pledge was the play, because it would definitely put him in range of Brave Bird. But hindsight's 2020. I think this entire battle is just hindsight, and we are unfortunately going to go 0-1 and -4. Good game to D. He played it very well, and I'm just going to go ahead and try and write a better colour. You know, that'll do. We're going to end up on this screen. You know what? No. Let's go back to blue. Let's go back to blue. Yeah, good game to D. He played that one absolutely just how he needed to. He played it safe. I had to play really aggressive after I played badly earlier in the game. And yeah, I think his prep was just better. I prepped too much for the likes of Volcarona and Komodo and set up Tapu Fini, when in actuality Skuntank was the threat. So, oh well, good game to D. And yeah, if you did enjoy this video for whatever reason, like, this was just an absolute clown fiesta of misplays. So yeah, if you did enjoy it, please do leave a like. The support is always greatly appreciated. And without rambling on too much, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.